Excursion back with the minor league pregame show, counting you down to Double-A Texas League Baseball with tonight's version of the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Trey Cash is in the glow as he enters this game riding a 10-game hitting streak. Steve, what do you think about his chances of extending it in this game?
Well, Matt, we all know that these streaks are always tough to keep going, especially when people start to catch on that they're actually happening. Plus, the pressure just keeps rising the longer they get. Now, this isn't really that long a streak by any means, so I doubt that he's feeling any pressure yet. I think he's just really having fun with it. But if he continues to stick to that same approach he's had over the last 10, I think he's got a good shot to keep it going for a little while longer. And, you know, it always helps if you get that hit out of the way in your very first at-bat. So we'll see if he can get that done in this one.
Okay, Eric, Steve, and I are ready for baseball, and we'll have it for you next on the show.
What is going on, everyone? We are back in Trey Cash's Road to the Show. Trey, as you saw, riding a nice 10-game hitting streak as we enter into these next set of games. And before we start, let's take a look at how he has gotten to that point with some highlights from some previous games I have played before this episode here in this first game, first inning. And this one, a poor play from the second baseman. I think we do end up with a single here, and we're also going to pick up an RBI, so thank you very much, second baseman, for giving that grounder a little bit of the Olay. Now, later on here, another game, first inning, and this one we're going to send to left field, and it's going to be off the wall, and we are going to have ourselves an easy double as Trey looking pretty good here as we're keeping this hitting streak going. Now, 8th inning, it's a 3-0 lead, and this one is a no-doubter home run. Trey Cash, the bomb, finds its way over the wall. And that is going to be a 2 RBI home run for us there. And now, you know what? We can show off the glove as well as the bat as Trey making a diving play here as he is going to get this grounder and will beat the runner to first base, making plays. Now we move on here, 7th inning here on a 2-2 count, 2 outs. Trey going to send this one to left field. It looks deep. Is it deep enough? And yes, it is. And Trey Cash, his second home run in these highlights. This one just a solo shot. Now 5th inning, 6-3 lead for us in this game. Trey going to go up top, and this one is looking deep. Is that going to find itself over the wall? Yes, it is, and that is home run number 3, another solo shot. As too bad there were no runners on base for those situations, but now 7-5 game, man on second on this one, and it's a high and inside fastball. Trey ripping it out to deep center field. It's going to be off the base of the wall. Trey is on his horse, already picked up an RBI, and we're going to pick up a triple. Yes, we are, and Trey, very nice set of highlights there as we are now going to pick it back up here for this new series that we are going to be going through. A couple series for you today as Trey looking very good as we enter here with this 10-game hitting streak. We're hitting .523, 17 home runs, 59 RBIs. But unfortunately, we're already down 4-1 in this game. Man on second, 1-1 count, nobody out. And Trey is going to have a bit of a disappointing first at bat as we are going to ground out to the shortstop. Can't move the runner over or anything, so a disappointing first at bat for us there. Now 5-1 game in the 3rd inning. We have a man on first, and Trey going down to get this low fastball, and that one is in the gap, and Trey on his horse. And we will move the runner over. Actually, he's going to make a shot for home, and this one a bad decision as he's going to be thrown at home. So we lose out on the RBI, but we pick up a double. Now 6th inning, it is a 7-1 game, and Trey this time going out, and this one is a no-doubter. I think our first no-doubter to opposite field, and that one was deep, nearly hits the scoreboard. Another solo home run for Trey. That is number 18 on this season. As we're up again here in the 7th state, 13-4 game as we're getting absolutely demolished. But 1st and 3rd, Trey going to pick up another RBI here. This one should be a single. Yes, it will be, but a very, very good game from Trey Cash as we're going to go 4 for 5, 1 home run, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. We lose 13-5, though. One of the worst beats we've had so far this season. Now the next game, and we are getting it laid on by the Naturals, 5-0 here in the 1st inning, but Trey going to rock this one out to center field, and is anyone going to catch it? No, off the wall, and we're on our horse once again. Can we beat the throw here? So we're going to pick up an RBI, and no, that was not a good decision as we are going to be thrown out at third base, so we pick up a double and an RBI. But now 9th inning, it's an 11-1 game. We're getting absolutely throttled again, but Trey is not going to quit as this one out to left field. Unfortunately, it is going to be caught by the left fielder, and that would do it for this game as a disappointing finish for us there. We now have a set of games against Tulsa, as we have seen them often here. Now 18 home runs for Trey, 63 RBIs now as first inning here. Trey starting the game off, and he is going to rip this one out. Is that going to be catchable by the left fielder? No, it's off the wall. Trey going to get into second. Will we test the arm? No, let's be smart this time. Let's just stick it with second base, and that is going to extend our hitting streak to 14 games now. Trey building a nice little hitting streak here as it's the third inning now, 3-3 game, nobody out. Trey ripping this one to right center field. Is it going to be a home run? No, it's off the base of the wall, but the outfielder's taking forever to field it. Is Trey going to round third? Yes, he will. We're going for the inside the Parker. Can we get it? The throw is in, the slide, and he is going to be safe. Trey Cash with the inside the park home run. A first baseman getting it inside the Parker. I'll take that all day now. 4-3, bases loaded. What a perfect time for showtime. Trey going to connect, and is this one going to be a grand slam? Yes, it is, and that is an inside the park home run and a grand slam in the same game. Now, like I tried to claim after our 8 RBI game, I feel like that's a record, but again, I have not looked it up, so if you want to look it up and prove me wrong, but otherwise, I got to think that's the first time someone has had a grand slam and an inside the park home run in the same game. Trey Cash is taking Double-A by storm as we're up in the 8th inning, and this one, we're looking for another triple. Can we beat the throw? And yes, I think we do. Trey, very nice game. Of course, we're player of the game. We go 5 for 5, 2 home runs, and 5 RBIs. What a performance from Trey Cash. This kid is something else. I cannot believe we got an inside the Parker and a grand slam in the same game. Maybe a little bit cheap. I used Showtime to get that grand slam. But yeah, how can you not pass up the opportunity to use Showtime to try and get a grand slam after hitting inside the Parker? So we're up in this next game, and we are going to fly out to left field. So not as successful of a game here. Now 9th inning, we're losing 6-0. The team doing nothing here, but Trey trying to keep the hitting streak alive, and he's going to get it, as that will be a single into center field, and that would do it. We go 2 for 4 in this game, but what another great performance from Trey in this episode.